Okay, so this is what's been done to today. Today's the 14th. Yeah, today's Thursday, the 14th. We have the engine in. The new engine, which is over there, just been hoisted over and pushed to the side to work. It's going to be put on the engine stand later on today, and then the accessories will start being added. A bunch of the accessories are still missing. Came with none of the accessories. Over on this side you see where the starter will go. The flywheel looks pretty good, so we'll retain it. This is the manifold. All the wiring from the injectors have been cut, snipped, put away, so the old harness for the injectors will be used. The old pipe will also be used for the old injector rail, fuel rail. This coil has a crack on the front, so I will not use it. You can see a crack right there, so that will create arcing, melt, and complications, so that won't be used. We'll use the old coil from the old engine when I replace it. The plugs have been cut, but the old harness still seems like it's intact. A little old and frayed, but it'll do. These are the instructions that came with the engine. In order for the engine to be warranted, these are the guidelines by LKQ, where the motor was purchased from, that has supposed to be followed. Supposed to replace the timing chain and the timing belt, replace the hoses, all the clamps, replace all the caps and plugs, exchange the flywheel and bolts, distributor sensors, etc. All those parts are supposed to be exchanged. This is the checklist. This is protocol for any installation. If you ever want to do an installation of an engine correctly, it is a good idea to replace all the old parts on the engine with new parts. This way it'll cost you less later on, less headache. Anyhow, here's the other side. Here we see on this cover, this is where the motor mount will be on top. Holds the tensioner pulley. The mount for the AC. Right here, not sure how good you can see it, but the where the mount is at, the hole here has, the threads have been stripped away, so that's going to pose a problem in the sense where I'll have to remove these bolts, remove the entire plate, back up here a bit so you can see the old plate, what it looks like. The whole plate will have to be replaced with the old one. Hopefully the old one is in better condition. Again, you can't really see it on these angles, but yeah, it's pretty good there, I guess. It's all stripped. So if the old one isn't any good, what I will do is tap this one out, rethread it, and go from there. Anyhow, everything else looks pretty good. Once I get it on the stand, this is the old exhaust manifold, oxygen sensor. The old one will be used, seems in pretty good shape. All these sensors, the oil sending unit will be replaced, the oil sensor. There's the oil filter that'll be replaced. The engine will be flushed, and then it'll take it from there. again, all the accessories and everything will have to be replaced. The alternator here, etc., etc., will all have to be replaced. And okay, well, that's the new engine that will be put in there. This is the engine bay. Everything has been taken out. You can see on this side the entire wiring harness has been removed, pushed over to the side. All this here, and the battery tray and all this doesn't have to be removed. That's all on the side of the transmission. You can see the transmission down here. That won't have to be removed for anything. Might have to just push it over a little bit, but you know, pry bar, that bolt there, that bolt back there, and two just like, and two more like it at the bottom. Those will be removed. That one in there, that's right in there. You can, it's very dark, but you can see that that's the motor mount. That'll be taken out later today. You can see it from here. It's from the inner wheel well, and you'll see it there. That's the motor mount from the inner passenger side wheel well. It's a torque spit will be used, and get that one out of there. This is the other one. By the way, that one on top there is bad. This is the one at the bottom, and you can see how badly broken and corroded this one is. It's snapped there. It's that at the top. This is the one that is attached to the air compressor. Air compressor goes on there, attaches with a bracket onto here, and there's a stabilizer bar that goes to the back. Minimizes vibration. Okay, there comes the crankshaft. Okay, well, next time we see this engine, I'm gonna finish up unbolting the bottom. See in the back there, the exhaust manifold and the bolts. It's already been taken apart. It's loose. The bolts have been taken apart. It came off pretty simple with the BP blast penetrating catalyst that I put on it. It left overnight. Came off pretty easily. And that's that. That one's all loosened up there. Got a couple of brackets down here. They're attached from the transmission over the motor. That has been already loosened up on the motor side. The transmission side will leave intact. And everything else has been disconnected. These are the lines for the AC. Just take them off, push them right over, and that should be pretty simple now to just unbolt a couple of bolts there, hold it from the bottom with a jack and a block, and then hoist it right up. Get it out and put the other one in. Get it? Well, first I'll have to take off all the accessories on this one as well. Pressure test them and put them all the accessories back onto the new engine. Okay, well, this is it for now. We'll post an update in a day or two.